grab your cup. Growing up in a stressful childhood has a lot of consequences to it, a lot of long-term effects that show up that people continue to deal with well into adulthood. Let me define stressful childhood. So there are the big things that we think of when we hear the word trauma. Trauma is used all over the place now. At least I see it all the time. Maybe that's because what I do and what shows up in my news feed. But, that's things like child abuse, big things that happen to kids. But there's also very normal life situations that are stressful. We live in a culture right now in this modern world that is stressful. The pressure financially to pay the bills, to handle multiple jobs, both adults out working, the scheduling of kids. By the time a child reaches the end of high school, the pressure to have created a great resume, the schedule that had to be maintained along with the workload of courses. The way that our modern world is set up is to acknowledge what you accomplish, what you attain, your job title, how much money you have. The pressure for all of that is tremendous. There's very little acknowledgement for just who you are. There's very little allowance to be. So, a significant fallout of growing up in a stressful childhood, whether it's the big kinds of stress that many people do have, or it's the regular, everyday, modern world stress, is that we're always running. The way that you survive and you cope is to run. You either run towards a fight, run towards a goal, like running towards, what do I need to do? I'm gonna go handle this. Or running away from the stress, running away from the internal turmoil, running away and hiding how that feels, what you're not allowed to express, what you don't have time for. Whether you're running towards the fight or running away from and hiding from, in the end, what happens when you are just running in your physical body? At some point you need to rest. At some point there's exhaustion. At some point the legs say stop. The heart and lungs say stop. At some point the emotions and the spirit say stop. And one way to look at depression, deep rest, depressed, deep rest. Depression is your spirit, your heart, your emotional body saying I can't run anymore. I cannot run anymore. I need rest. I need deep rest. I need to stop the fighting. I need to stop the effort of shoving down my emotions. That's like as much effort as running, is holding down those emotions. It would be like, trying to hold down a big beach ball under the water, right? A giant beach ball, to hold it under the water takes a huge amount of effort. When you have emotions and things that you haven't been able to process, and who you are is being held down while you're doing this running, there's no energy left for you and for life. So that outcome of running to the point of exhaustion, to the point of resentment, that's the other thing that's going to show up. When you learn how to just keep going and doing things for everyone, and you want to because you love them, the people in your family you want to do those things for, except that what comes along with that after enough time is resentment. So now there's overwhelming resentment towards the people that are most important in your life, towards extended family, immediate family in your household, your kids, your partner. Because the way that you have always lived to do and go has caused the exhaustion, and now we see it as they are the problem. Or we may see it as, yeah, I get it, I'm the problem, but I don't know any other way to be. I cannot rest. I don't know how to stop running. When you start to heal is when you stop the running and you lean in towards you. You lean into you, and we release the judgments, the misperceptions, the beliefs about how we're supposed to be in this stressful situation, and learn other ways to be and teach your body a different way to be. That's the only way that the rest is actually going to come, and then the availability and the possibility of doing something a different way. So if you're feeling stressed, burned out, anxious, resentful, exhausted, if you've always had that in your life, if you know that you've always either been trying to run towards what you think is the outcome you're supposed to have, or run towards a fight so they don't get you first, or you've always been running away from what's felt too much to handle, drop me a comment, say video. I've been sending a video out about a master class that I did to really look at the patterns behind the scenes and the work that we do in Return to You. It's an intensive, for 3 months intensive, and then ongoing after that program where we work together to teach your body how to stop running, because your body doesn't know how, your nervous system doesn't know how to turn that off, and how to change your patterns so that you have other options available to you, and so that you start going inward rather than trying to run towards something or away from something, and just be with who you are. If that sounds like what would make sense for you, and you're just exhausted and overwhelmed from doing it a different way, like you finally realize it just doesn't work anymore, drop me a comment. I'll send you the video. We are enrolling right now in Return to You. And in the month of January, there's a pretty great bonus that goes along with that. Every year, I try to pick one thing that I want to give away or do for people or add on to something. So I've been doing that for several years. This year, there's an additional bonus of I'll tell you if you're interested. Drop me a comment and I'll let you know. Okay? Have a great day.